All right, I'm all packed up, loaded up, and ready to go. Gonna take a different way out than we came in, just loop around the other side of the lake, kind of go in a big circle back to the parking lot. Probably about maybe not quite a 2-mile hike. Say goodbye to the beautiful little campsite on Reid Lake. We shall return, most definitely. Some interesting fungi I've been seeing around the woods here. They almost look like a flower, and I don't know if this is the way they're supposed to look, or they're kind of past their prime. I have to look them up when I get home. So here's where those cruddy campers stole the trail map sign. This post is just a few hundred yards from the campsite. Be nice to have a sign here for reference which way I want to go. Jerks. Anyway, I got a paper map in my pocket, but you know, not all people might not be so prepared. Yeah, this is post 6. I want to go towards post number 7 to the left. So I'm hiking with my United States Marine Corps surplus ILB pack, and this thing is a monster. It weighs in at like 8 pounds unloaded. Oh man, battle tested, Marine approved. And I have cut off all the unnecessary straps and dangly stuff and grab handles and all kinds of stuff, and taken all that off, and only able to reduce the weight by a pound. The pack's really adjustable. You got to try to get the torso length right, and the load lifting straps and the hip belt all adjusted just right so that the weight of your load rests on your hips. And I have the hip belt cinched as tight as I dare. Oh, this is before it cuts my circulation off. But it does feel like the weight's resting on my hips anyway. Yeah, heavy duty. I love the sight of that lake through those trees. Isn't that nice? What a day to be in the woods. Yeah, up ahead you can see like somewhat of a clearing, and to the south there it opens up to, might be either a marsh back in there or an old farmer's field. We'll see when we get up there. Nah, it's definitely a marsh. You can see through the trees there. Well, all you can see is white, but I can see water and vegetation, reeds, lily pads. You get the idea. Yeah, here we are. We're at the eastern end of Reid Lake. I was wondering if this was just kind of a stagnant lake or what. It looks like there's a bit of an outlet here for this lake. Oh, here's a beaver run right here too, up and out of the water, right across the trail and down into that swamp down there. Ah, that was a beaver I saw this morning. Funny thing is that there's evidence of old beaver activity around the lake, but I don't see any beaver dens out there. Yeah, you're really blocked in now. You can't see the lake. Yeah, oh yeah, there's one right there. Maybe we'll come around by it on the trail. I'll zoom in. Where's my finger? Right there. Beaver den, big one. This is the bullfrog pond down here. Man, what a confusing signpost. Post number 7. 6 and 8 are that way. Eight, 6, 2. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, we're headed for number 8. First I'm going to walk up here, see if we can get closer to that beaver den. Huh, it's in there somewhere. It's an old fence post, probably from when this was a farm, an old gate post. It's grown right into that tree. Yeah, there's the beaver den right out there. Actually walked past it a little ways. Just watch my footing through here. Oh my gosh. All I need is to get tangled up, trip and sprain or bust an ankle. Holy cats. There she is. Standing on a little hummock here. You can see all these little stumps here. Stumps all chewed off. All chewed off. Over there, over there. The trees are all out there in that pile. That beaver, he was busy. Busy beaver. Somewhere over there is a bullfrog. All right, we got to get going. Back to the trail. What a nice trail this is too, boy. I know I said I like the woods in the autumn. I like hiking in the autumn, but summertime everything is so lush and green, healthy and alive. Now that is probably a beaver impoundment there, a beaver flooding, evidenced by those dead trees out there in the middle of it. The beaver flooded it and it drowned those trees and they all died. Oh, there's the big beaver den over on the far side of it too. Right there. It's so nice and cool in here. I'm still working up a sweat though. It's a good way to get sweaty. Don't you agree? Every every time I put the camera back in my pocket, I walk 15 yards and see another shot. Boy, it's obvious this trail at one point in time was a road. I mean, look at the cut here. U-shaped cut. Embankments on both sides. It would take a lot of foot traffic to wear a trail this deep. I mean, there are places in the world where that's actually happened, but I don't believe this is one of them. And ground score, look at that. Fishing knife laying right in the middle of the trail. Looks deadly. Focus. Won't do it. It's a Rapala fillet knife. What did I just say about putting the camera away? Look at this little fern garden here and how the light's hitting it. Holy cow. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. It's like some Zen master gardener planted this here for my enjoyment this morning. Man, that's some pretty weak blaze mounting right there. Hanging from the stub of a twig on a dead, well, I guess it's not dead, on a little sapling. Like I said back there before we left camp, he's going to hike a different way out than we came in, and that's the beauty of it, hiking the different way, because there's more stuff to discover. Don't go back the way you came if you can help it. New trails, forge new trails, or follow new ones anyway, because you never know what's up there around the next bend, like that little Zen fern garden there. The sun was just hitting that just right, the sun and the shadows, the illumination. 10 minutes later, that would have been gone. The light, the sun would have moved, the shadows would have moved. Awesome. A day in the woods. Forest bathing. 40 pounds on my back. I'm sweating. The bugs are everywhere. And I'm still happy. This is my happy place. Mosquito. Yeah. Post number 8. Oh, pardon me. I need a drink. Post number 8. And we want to go back to number 1, the trailhead. 1.25 miles. That way. Oh, you can see reflective dots there for hunters at night coming out. The reflective dots mark their way out. Actually found one of those reflective dots thumbtacked up inside the privy back there by the campsite. I don't know what that was all about. Help him find his way, I guess. Cinched another inch out of the waist strap. Felt like the pack was loosening up, and some of the load was coming off my hips and onto the shoulder straps, which you don't want. Anyway, it's only about a mile left to go, but I figured quit complaining and be comfortable. And as soon as I stopped moving, oh my gosh, the mosquitoes, they came from everywhere. But the Picardin, it's working. They came swarming, but they didn't land. They didn't bite. There's another blaze on a tree. It's got some porcupine gnawing on it, or maybe squirrels. I'm not sure. I think porkies do that. Whatever. Anyway, Any of you ever hear the the expression, the phrase, "What in blue blazes?" My dad used to use that expression all the time. What in blue blazes? And somehow, I don't think that has anything to do with hiking and trail blazes. Maybe it does. Do you know? I have some inkling that it might have to do with similar expression like, what in the devil? Like blue blazes are associated with hell or something wicked. I'm gonna have to look that one up. There's a medium blue blaze. What in the medium blue blazes? Oh crap. This goofy phone. More like the goofy phone operator. I just thought I recorded 30 seconds. 30 seconds worth of video and nothing was going. I was talking about bears. I haven't seen any, about the fact that I haven't seen any more evidence of them or seen them any more scat on the trail or seen any glimpses in the woods. Black shadowy figures, heard any noises. Didn't hear anything last night, but it's still bear country. I know they're out there. And being a downstater, bears aren't in my repertoire. This is just, I'm out here, but it's just slightly outside my comfort zone. The thought's always there at the back of my head. And I've seen videos on YouTube of guys hiking that encounter bears, black bears, and usually the bear hightails it the other way, fast as he can. I'm doing a lot of talking right now, so any bear that's out there, he knows I'm here. But if I stop talking, like recording, every 50 yards or so, I'll give a little call out, "Hey yo," just to let the bear know I'm here, so he can stay away from me. Big wimp, right? I know they say, do not run from a bear. Make yourself as big and as scary as you can. Don't stare him down. Don't turn tail and run. But that would be my first instinct. I'm going one way, the bear's going the other. I hope. Here's a good place for ticks to hitch a ride on my leg or whatever. This little grassy area adjacent to this dead swamp. I bet a few of them jumped out of there. Strange markings on that. Some kind of glyphs. Wonder if something was eating that. Maybe they got really buzzed, got a high. Oh, my battery's going low. I'm down to 28% here. Only had a 50% charge when I left camp this morning. I think I got this pack figured out anyway, with the load lifters really cinched as far as I could pull them, bring the load up against my back and tighten, and then tighten some more. The waist belt, just tighten, cinch the hell out of that thing. Get that load up on your hips. Walking in yesterday, man, my back and neck were killing me, and I've hiked probably twice as far this morning already. Feels good. Well, here's something a little different. A little wood walkway crossing over a swamp. worthy of a video. Who's that guy? Your favorite happy hiker. It's just a swamp. A stinky old smelly, muddy, wet, gushy swamp. But it's so beautiful. The natural world has so much to offer. Oh, I don't know if that's a coincidence or what. Parallel tracks in there. Like somebody was through there on some kind of a ATV or something. I kind of doubt it, man. All right. Back into the woods. From the light and heat to the dark and shady. Cool. I just got a low battery warning, but I love the bark. These are balsams. I love the bark on those. That pattern, it almost looks like it's machine made. It's an old swamp maple there. Wow, look at that thicket of pines there. Wonder if those are planted. Oh, the battery's almost dead. Almost to the end of the trail. I can hear traffic on M72. It's getting much louder now. So that's going to be a wrap on the hiking stuff. I'll probably do a last summing up back at the trailhead. I'll probably do that with the other camera. Oh, what a nice hike. What a nice hike it's been this morning. Anyway, see you back at the trailhead. Yeah, here we are, 30 seconds later. Oh, and there's a welcome sight. I see my truck through the trees there. That's always a welcome sight at the end of a hike. And still, no one else here. Wow. Yeah, they're all out on I-75 and US 23, headed southbound, where I will be soon. Well, that felt like a lot more than a 2-mile hike coming back here. That's the last of my water too. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this adventure. Reid Lake foot travel area. Hammock camping, my first ever hammock camp, and some beautiful hiking. What a wonderful, wonderful 18 hours it was. Reid Lake, I had no idea. This place is like a hidden gem. And here I am, a beautiful summer weekend, the end of July, and I was the only person in the woods. There's not another single car in the trailhead here, no one back in the woods. And oh, this is just such a beautiful place. The hike this morning was just, oh, beyond description, so beautiful. It made me feel so good. And such a range of topography and ecosystems back there. Swamps, cedar bogs, hardwood forest, pine forest, uh, hardwood uplands, mixed hardwoods, everything you could want, everything you could want, and also fresh and green and cool and oh, wonderful. I just feel so good right now. I'm so glad. I was so excited all week, just anticipating this adventure, and it's paid off. It's paid off 100%, and then some. So that was good. Yeah, you get that, don't you? That was good. Anyway, I found my happy place this weekend, and I urge all of you to get out and find your happy place too, in the woods or wherever it may be. But now I have to deal with 3.5, 4 hours worth of motoring mayhem and madness. The mad dash back to the Metroplex. How's that for alliteration and M words? Anyway, until next time, like I said, get out there and get happy. Bye.